Good early afternoon, soul family. How are you? I'm excited because look at the weather we have. Puffy clouds. Puffy clouds. Now with puffy clouds, things have not all cleared up, but there's more light than there is dark right now, right? Look at the blue against that. Isn't that gorgeous? So it's relaxing. It's like I said, like a covering. And look at, I get to wear. It's time to bring out the snuggly, like it's not like it's freezing here, right? But it's time you get to wear the cute stuff. I always remember that about fall, thinking, yay, now I get to wear my cute clothes. Okay. So I got a couple things to say. Shocking. And before we get rolling on that, let's choose the items that we're going to work with today. So what's funny for me is I'm watching back the video and I'm like, oh my gosh, how could I forget the 2 pink candles? How could I forget the 2 pink candles? But I did. All right, so I've got us plugged in, but I've got a really super cool long cord that Fern gave me because when I was up at that retreat, somehow 2 of my iPhone cords walked off. 2 of them, which left me completely, what is the word? I just literally, I heard a word, it was funny. It left me, well, almost disconnected, but I wasn't, because I said to Fern, wow, it's amazing, you know, I don't know where they are, but the one cord that I have is broken, so that's one connection that was broken, and it was failing, and it just finally broke, and then I know which one that was, and then 2 were literally taken. They weren't misplaced, they were taken. Now, somebody accidentally took them or thought they were theirs, right? 2 of them, interesting, that is. So I know what one of those is. I'm curious what the other one is. So here we see 3 crows coming out. Crow totem, crow message, crow medicine. 2 went together this way and 1 went that way. So that's showing me that somebody accidentally took what was belonging to those 2. And they figured it out. Look at the water. Isn't that gorgeous? Slight ripple on the water. Now remember, every choice we make, every word we say has a ripple effect. Right? You throw a rock in the pond, there's going to be a ripple effect. It's going to go out. Okay, so the items that we're going to choose from. The golden panther. That would be me. I'm the black panther. That would be you. The coyote, trickster. That would be one of them. And the wooden lion. That would be one of them. How funny is that? Them and us, right? That's what we're going to do. 2 panthers, a lion, and a trickster. All right. So while I get ready, I'm going to talk to you guys. Let's see. I'll put you guys where you can actually see something beautiful while I'm getting us ready. Sorry, I do this every time. There we go. There's pretty for you, right? Okay. We're going to be working with the Shapeshifters. And a deck that I don't use very often, the Fairy Tarot. It's interesting. I saw the Fairy Tarot was actually Shapeshifters was first, and then the Fairy Tarot, and I heard, not that one. It's not detailed enough. And then I thought, you know what? The pictures are detailed. Their message isn't as detailed, right? Whoever authored the deck, but the pictures are, and I can read them, and I like that better anyway. And then the animal messengers, the messages from your animals, because we are animals. And also, I'm going to be talking about my cats and myself and how they work with us. So here's the deal. I have been feeling this very, very sharp pain in the area of my solar plexus. Now it's more to the left side. It's a very sharp pain, and it started, I figured out what it is. It's a type of hernia. It's a hernia, basically. It's very sharp, and my higher self, this is how my higher self is so connected and how much I can trust what I'm getting from my higher self. Hold on, I gotta get a cloth to wipe off the table. Might as well talk while I'm doing that. I was up in Santa Cruz area, and all of a sudden I started craving licorice ice cream. It was when I went on a walk, and it's really cool because Spirit said to me, you're going to be going on a trip, and it's going to prove life-changing for you in several ways. And I thought, wow, okay, right? It's never what you think. It's always something else. But I went on a trip, and what's interesting is they're telling me I'm going on another trip. I'm like, okay, I'm up for that, right? But life-changing in positive ways. Ooh, I didn't show you guys this incredible necklace that I got. I meant to wear her today. No, but this is beautiful. I got this when I was at the Boulder City Harvest Festival. It's beautiful. It's got smoky quartz, amethyst, it's tie-dyed silk, and it's got the rose. Remember the rose kept coming up? And it's got the chalice, the golden chalice, but it's also got what I was showing you, the triangle, the upside down triangle, which is the feminine sacred power. And then hearts are all over it, and rose quartz. It's incredible, I love it. Okay, so while I was up there, I hear licorice ice cream. I haven't had licorice ice cream. Can't stand things. Oh, see, now I think I'm coming over here to shut that because I can't handle it being open. But I'm also coming over here to get our singing bowl because we need that. Everything happens for a reason. It's so cool. So I'm hearing licorice ice cream, and I thought, oh my gosh, I loved that when I was a little kid. But have you ever had licorice ice cream? Yes, it's incredible, but it's so sweet, it'll knock you on your ass. But I needed licorice ice cream, and I couldn't find it. And my friend Randall said to me, oh, you want to go to New Leaf, because, or what's it called? Now it's called Wild Roots, because, sorry, my plug fell off. I gotta go find it. Here, I'll just leave you guys here. I'll go get it. So it's called Wild Root, the new store, right? And I was doing a reading for Lily and for another client for health concerns. Oh, that's the message. Let me go grab Archangel Raphael. Eventually we'll get it all together, right? And he said, oh, you can get really good licorice ice cream, organic licorice ice cream at Wild Roots. And I have a hat I got when I was there, Wild Roots, because I was back to my Wild Roots. Now, what the message that I got on this entire trip was, I was dealing with vegans, I was dealing with vegetarians, I was dealing with meat eaters still. Randall and Starlight, who own the house, and Starlight owns the house, they eat meat, but mostly everybody else was a vegetarian, and my girlfriend that I got the crystal singing bowl from, she's a vegan. And of course, this is where we're all meant to go. We're all meant to go to vegetarian and vegan. I haven't quite made the big leap to vegan, but it's happening quick. And everything that I was getting was organic. We found this amazing pizza place, which I ate at 3 times while I was there. All organic, everything, right? When I did the reading for Lily, I got organic foods. Everything was organic. So licorice root ice cream came up, and I didn't find any because I actually didn't look for it. We went and did something else instead that day. And what was the other thing? Ginger. And then when I got home, it was ginger. I found some up there, and I started chewing on it, and I like ginger, and there was ginger. And you know how everywhere I went I kept seeing thistle, right? Thistle. And for one thing, thistle talks about protection. It's a symbol of protection. You've got an outer prickly shell, right? But inside there's these seeds that are incredibly healing. So it's just like us. Sometimes people have been hurt, and even if you are a spiritual person, even if you are that person that had all those attachments, right? Inside there's these seeds that are so incredibly valuable. How do you harvest those seeds? You got to get past the prickly exterior to get to those seeds, right? So it speaks of, and how do you do that? Love. Love heals fear. Fear comes across as prickly or angry, right? So thistle, licorice, ginger. So yesterday I thought, this is ridiculous. This is really hurting. Why do I have this pain? It went away when I used the singing bowl. So I'm going to channel this towards my spot in my stomach. I can't work very well with my left hand. There we go. channeled that towards yourself as well. So I started researching last night this sharp pain and discovered it's probably hernia, because I was working out and I was lifting heavier and heavier. Because remember I said my abs aren't rock hard? They need to be rock hard. They were, and I wanted them rock hard. So I started doing military style push-up or sit-ups. It's funny, military style is what came into my head. And remember that one on the bus that was being was on the military bus and was being yelled at, and the person made them pee their pants, and it was so hard on them. And I took that person out of the bus and said, these kids are making fun of him and it's not okay. And the person said, yeah, well, I know kids are like that and that's not good, but this person has so many attachments, you know, like, oh, they're difficult to deal with. And I said, no, they're not attachments. These are gifts, and you need to learn how to work with them. Now, yes, they also can be attachments. This person did have attachments. I am somebody who works with that. Wow, as soon as I said that, let's count how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But they split, and I don't know how many went to the left, so I'll have to wait for them to come back around again. I'll keep my eyes up ahead. Attachments. Attachments are negative energy. Oh, this person's got too many attachments. You know, they're too difficult to deal with. It could be things from past life. It could be from childhood traumas and issues. Whatever your issues are, or whatever the toxic thoughts or belief system or energy that's attached to you, that's an attachment. Oh my God, that guy has too many attachments. That kid has too many attachments. This would be a child that would be considered a difficult child. When in all actuality, it wasn't that the child was difficult maybe to teach, like that teacher didn't know how to teach that child. It was about the right teacher. Now, as an adult, if you have never been with someone who understands the type of person you are and how to deal with you and what you need, and it doesn't mean how to deal with you, it's about how to deal with us, right? Empathetic, empathic, awakened people with gifts. If you aren't taught how to use your gifts and how to shield and protect yourself, you could be perceived as difficult. You could be very difficult, even for yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, you're on the right path and it will exceed your expectations. Keep moving forward on your spiritually illuminated path to keep your life moving forward productively, okay? So, I'm a healer. That's what I am. I'm a teacher and I'm a healer and I'm an empath, and I am here to teach people how to be aware of attachments. What's going on? Like, I've had people write to me, why am I feeling this energy? Why is this going on with my body? Why am I crying? And I spoke to someone the other day and I said, you know, it's not even your energy. You're channeling. You're a channel, and what you're doing is you're picking up someone else. Someone else is trying to send a message, and you are the channel. So if it's overwhelming, you need to learn how to close your channel down. Like that little boy that he was 4.5 years old, and he was channeling all kinds of different, you know, he didn't know what he was saying or doing, and it was very hard on his body, and he needed to learn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The ending of something, a completion. A door is closing, a new opportunity. So a part of your life is ending, and now a new part is opening up, which is right now what we're talking about. The part of your life that's ending is that you had attachments, that you were a difficult child, you're a difficult person, you are too hard to handle. This is now somebody making you aware, or you understanding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, same, just want to make sure nobody else had joined them. One door is closing. The way you looked at things, the way you looked at your life, the way life has been. Now you've ascended to another level. Well, oh, wow, okay. So I said to this person, no, it's not you. You're not falling apart. You're picking up on someone else's energy. Well, this is a song I'm hearing. This is what I'm seeing. These are the words. What's going on? What's going on? Well, when you know that this isn't your life that you're picking up someone else. And I said, look, someone is channeling a message to you, and it's coming to me, actually. You're delivering a message for me. Don't be upset. Talk to the person. Answer the person. Tell the person, you're loved. Go home. Go to the love. Go to the light. You're loved. And I said, when you're getting that message, you're also telling your own body that. Right? When you say anything, your body hears it for you. So now this person is channeling this one that's going through a difficult time. I'm lying on the bathroom floor for feeling insecure. Have a drink and it'll feel better. Take her home and it'll feel better. Does it ever? You know, I'm falling down, I'm breaking down, I don't think I can handle this, but I'm not going to give up because I'm not made that way, but I'm struggling. Help me, help me. And she kept getting messages that way. And I said, look, help them then. If you met a child that came up to you and said, help me, and you understood the words to the song that were going on, what would you say to that child? Say that to that person. This person wants to go where they're loved. This person doesn't feel that they're going to be forgiven. This person doesn't feel they're going to be accepted for what has happened or how they handle things or who they are, as they are. So tell them, you are loved. You are wanted. She's waiting. He's waiting. Go home. Arms are open. You're loved for who you are. You will be accepted as you are. Tell them that. Reassure them. And as she reassured that person, that energy that was coming through her, she started to calm down. The tears stopped. She started to relax. I said, go outside. When she went outside, she saw the red hawk. I am the red hawk. I am the messenger. But it was also showing her, you are the messenger. Look at things from a higher perspective. We are all a little child inside. We all have that inner child inside. That inner child is yearning and reaching out and asking to be loved and healed. Healer, heal thyself. So she felt much calmer. And then I said, and you do realize that that little child is also you. Clearly that wouldn't come to you. That wouldn't be brought into your existence if there wasn't a part of yourself that was asking for that. You may not be able to see that right now. It's easier for you to see someone else coming to you. And you can say those words and be that loving, nurturing. And I looked at what I was wearing this morning. And I thought, I asked what to wear. And I'm Canadian, right? So this is the Queen. And this is not gold. This is brass, copper of the earth, right? Copper. So this is healing, grounding energy. The colors that I chose to wear, I don't normally wear these colors, but I said, I am the Queen of the earth. I am the Queen of Pentacles. And I said, that's the loving, grounded, Mother Nature energy. So I said, be that. Be that to this person, this energy that's coming to you, and be that for yourself. You don't have to feel overwhelmed. You won't feel overwhelmed when you realize I'm helping someone. And if the energy comes at you from too many people, like it does to me, sometimes it gets very overwhelming, and that's why I can't be around a lot of like malls and big events. I can be, but I have to be in the right frame of mind. I have to be rested. I have to be feeling strong and good in myself and light. And I can go in with my intention that I'm protected and shielded, and I'm not going to take it on, right? But when you're feeling run down, or when you're tired, or you're feeling like you've been attacked, or people have been coming at you, or abusive speech, or toxic energy, your environment's been rough, you haven't given yourself the love and healing that you need, it's going to be overwhelming. So then you say to Spirit, okay, you know what? It's coming too fast. You need to slow it down. And they will. But healer, heal thyself. So I'm here to help others understand that, what they're going through, right? I've been doing this for a lot of years. Also for twin souls, what we're going through, it's really, really difficult. I've made a lot of mistakes. They were mistakes because I needed to learn lessons. Now that I understand them, I can help others. That's why people come to me when they're in twin soul relationships. I'm like a twin soul facilitator, just as Archangel Michael is, right? I draw that energy to me. Of course I would, because I'm in a twin soul relationship. Am I with my twin soul physically in this reality? No. Is he in a relationship with someone else? I don't know. I honestly don't know. And it doesn't matter. I just hold a space of love. I move forward with my life. He's moving forward with his life. We're connected at the heart. Always will be. It's just like, a friend that you've known since childhood. No matter who they are or where they go or what they do, they have your love. That's your best friend since you were a little kid. Well, my twin is my best friend since eons ago, right? Always the love will be there. But I move forward. So I'm here to help others understand how you live in that kind of a lifestyle, because it's rough, right? It can be. It's about allowing and accepting and moving on with the lessons, and sometimes that means other relationships, right? So now we go back to my own personal health and my cats. My cats are all showing me, and they will show you, your animals, what's wrong with you or someone in your life. When you get these messages from Spirit and you choose an item, you are getting a message for yourself or someone in your life, okay? so that you can understand the situation they're going through, so that you can be of assistance, so you know how to behave, so that you don't take things personally, so that you can help, so that you can heal yourself. Healer, heal thyself. So I researched, and it looks to me like what I've got going on is some kind of hernia, right? Too much pressure of caring for others. That's your solar plexus. Self-worth issues. The feminine receptive energies, right? I have to care for myself. I had clearly gone way over the edge up before I went on my retreat in caring for others and not caring for me. I was told that by Spirit again and again and again, and I waited too long. So then we exacerbate a situation, right? So I've taken measures to care for myself, which is raising my prices on my psychic hotline, on the Keen psychic hotline, because that way I'm going to draw the quality callers, people who are actually interested in hearing what Spirit has to say. I'm going to be also given my worth. That is one of the messages for this. I am the queen of earth. I am the queen of healing. I am Mother Earth. I am a goddess energy. I am worth what I ask for, and I will ask for my worth, right? That's a message. This crystal singing bowl, the one that was gifted, she chose the one that she would trade the readings. It was the 24 karat gold. The Happy Buddha. I've got my Happy Buddha, which is my twin's name. That's what I call him. The Laughing Buddha. She said to me, my gosh, we believe you should be the ambassador of childlike innocence and happiness and bliss, right? Like the Robin Hood, or not the Robin Hood, the Peter Pan of the forest. I kept saying, who is Pan? Who is Pan? And I was saying, Peter Pan should be a girl. She is. She's me. This is 24 karat gold. Know your worth. Ask for your worth. Don't accept for less than your worth. Do not accept less than your worth. I heard last night when I listened back to my reading that I said, don't accept your worth. No, I'm sorry. The word was clearly a word whisker. Accept nothing less than your worth, and ask for your worth. And you will be given your worth. And who does not give you your worth or treat you with respect is not worthy of you. That includes my twin soul. I respect my twin, and my twin will respect me. I will be given my worth. I demand my worth, and that will be given to me just as I give to him. If that is not there, we will not be in each other's energy, physically. So I'm researching about Lily. Lily's having issues eating, right? She won't eat. She's got to have certain things. So I started to figure out for myself, well, look, this is painful. I've got to figure out what I've done. Okay, well, what I've done is, in haste to make my body, up to par, having a rock hard stomach, rock hard abs at the age that I am. I'll get there, but I was pushing it. I was tired, and I pushed it. I strained the muscles in my stomach. I pushed it. I strained. I was trying to become before I was. I needed to have more gentle forms of exercise, back off. But there were other things. So I started looking at what can I do to heal myself. I'm not going to go have hernia surgery. It's not happening. It's right where my mermaid tattoo is. I'm not messing that up. I'm not messing up my mermaid's stomach. I am a mermaid, and that's where my mermaid tattoo is. Right in the middle of her stomach is where they would do it. No thanks. So I looked up, and what were the things that I needed? Licorice root tea, milk thistle. Remember, I was wanting licorice ice cream. Ginger root. I asked for ginger, right? Those are the 3 things I needed. I said, thank you. I grated up some ginger root, and I boiled some water, and I made myself some ginger root tea. I'm getting milk thistle today. Licorice root tea I will get also. It's tea weather, right? It's perfect timing. Not to mention I can drink it cold. And then I went to sleep and kind of fell back into my dream time. I took some cannabis oil. That helped me relax, and I was able to go back to sleep because I was up with pain. And I heard 2 words, milk thistle and yarrow. And I literally saw the yarrow, and I saw the milk thistle. Now, they showed me the yarrow in the form of a V, like this. And then they showed me the prickly milk thistle. I need both of those. The yarrow is the V that I've been seeing, the upside down triangle. The feminine goddess powerful energy. The feminine receptive, that's me. The milk thistle is my twin, the prickly exterior with the seeds, those very valuable seeds inside, that's us. But I need those plants. It also shows me those 2 need to go together, milk thistle and yarrow. I know that, but it's just really cool confirmation, isn't it? So Lily also needs milk thistle, and no doubt will need yarrow. I didn't have time because I'm trying to get things done today. I've got to go do my taxes to look it up. But under Louise Hay, Louise, under You Can Heal Your Life, there will be something. You know what? I should do it with you guys. There will be something that I need to understand. So we'll do it because a lot of women have this issue. I also came in here to show you something else. When I was doing our reading up in Panther Cove in Santa Cruz area, just a second. Louise Hay, hernia. You know it's going to be worth, self-worth or something. Wow. Remember I told you there was an ending? And I felt that I was feeling someone's phantom pain? This is when it started. I said, I'm feeling someone's phantom pain. There were physical reasons also, but I know that I'm feeling someone's physical pain because it was something that was, I felt outside of myself. And remember, what did I say? The relationships. That there was one that broke, right? My cord, my energetic tie broke. It was slowly weakening and it broke. And I knew who it was. I watched it. And I released it. And then there were two that were taken from me, right? So it's not fun when relationships end. It's not fun. Or even when they change. You know, you have a different concept of who somebody is to you. You're feeling like this is really a friend of mine and we're really aligned. And then you realize, you know what? We're really not. And we have a different, doesn't mean I hate you. Doesn't mean I'm going to cut you out of my life. It just, the relationship ruptures. It's not what it was. And that is how things change, and it can be difficult. It's not fun. It happened when I was up on my trip. So hernia is ruptured relationships, strain, burdens, or incorrect creative expression. So burdens, strain. I knew what I was doing. I was carrying too much. I was carrying too much weight. I was straining. And a relationship ruptured. And it's painful. My daughter and my relationship ruptured. It's painful. So, and incorrect creative expression. So how do I have to correct that? We ask, in what way was it incorrect creative expression? Well, my creative work, right? That company, that was also a ruptured relationship. My company that I worked for, that is, I knew was dissolving for my life. I knew Spirit was showing me that. It was toxic, it wasn't in my highest good, and it was supposed to be cut away. And my work is to work privately. I am a healer, I'm a teacher. You know, if people want to have me come and speak, if someone needs a private session, a reading, a dream analysis, if they need help with long distance Reiki healing, I'm a master. I worked on myself with my stomach. I started working on Lily's stomach. Remember when I came home, I said, Lily's lost a lot of weight, and I started working on her tummy. She doesn't like to be manhandled much, woman-handled. She doesn't like hands-on too much, but she comes to me for healing. And she was on her chair, and I started to massage her stomach area because of my stomach area. And she rolled over on her back and wanted that. So Lily represents myself and my spiritual twin. Ruptured relationships. There's ruptured relationships in my life and no doubt in this person's life. We also had a ruptured relationship, and it's painful for both of us. Whether on a conscious level he feels that way, it's real, it's spiritual. So those are ruptured relationships that need to be released, right? So I released that. So then you ask, Louise Hay, hernia, affirmations. What can I say to help myself? I love Louise Hay. I grew up with this. My mother swore by it. Big positive affirmations are just, they're so incredibly healing. So incredibly healing. Okay, so for hernia. Now, so you can just look up Louise Hay for whatever issue that you're dealing with, right? So for ruptured relationships, it's in feeling the burdens. Your affirmation is, my mind is cleansed and free. I leave the past and move into the new. All is well. I leave the past and move into the new. All is well. Take a screenshot. You might see something on there that you want to look at. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that, and we're going to go to our reading, and we're going to see. Okay, now that was intriguing. So I tripped over a cord. I tripped over a fan, a cord of a fan. It was a fan's cord. I tripped over a fan's cord. So somebody has got a cord wrapped around across my path. It's a fan. I totally understand that. Even if you don't, I totally understand that. And the thing is, I saw it there, and I thought I could get past it. I thought that I was stepping clear of it. And as I say that, the crows are all cawing. Can you hear them? I'm wondering who they're dive bombing. They're all dive bombing right now. So they're mobbing in that tree. Sorry, I turned you guys around. Probably looking at my chest. Sorry about that. They're mobbing in that tree. So I want to see if the osprey is there or if the red hawk is there. But there's a reason they're doing that right when I said that. So I tripped over the cord of a fan. A fan, I don't want a fan, right? We talk about Marie Masquerade and how we don't want a fan. Marie Masquerade wants a true friend, not somebody who's there to network. Not somebody there who is there because they can get something from you. I tripped over a cord that I plugged in. I plugged that fan in. So when you plug somebody in, you connect with them, right? You energetically connect with them. This person isn't a true friend. This person is a fan. They are there for the wrong reasons. I don't want a fan. I'm not here for fans. I'm not here to give you messages that you want to hear. I'm here, oh, that gives me the message. That gives me the ruptured relationship. I'm not here for fans. Right? I'm here to be a spiritual teacher, and I'm here to give the messages that Spirit needs to give and for you that you need to hear. And if you don't like those messages, it's not for me to carry that burden. That is what ruptured the relationship that I was up in Santa Cruz. It was a message that was given that was not liked, was not appreciated, and the energy went toxic. And it was interesting because that person that I was connecting with me, I thought, because they wanted to be a friend. But they weren't. They were interested in actually using me as a marketing tool. So I saw that, and that was painful for me. And I disengaged. But I tripped over that. Isn't that interesting? I tripped over it, and I fell to my knee. I wasn't hurt, but I was brought to my knees. So when you're brought to your knees, it brought me to my knees. It's upsetting. Right? It was upsetting. It wasn't what nobody feels good when they realize that somebody is in their life for what they can get from you, that they are networking, that they're not using, that they're using you. 3 just went by. Ascended Masters working with you, full circle, completion, and also feminine energy. So it got toxic, and I was shown, but by the end of the trip, there was going to be an argument, and I said, no, there's not, because I'm not going to fight. It brought me to my knees. Now, what's interesting is sometimes people have to win, right? I want to win. I want to be the winner. I'm not happy in this situation. I'm not being treated the way I should be. I'm not getting what I want, and what I want is somewhere else, and I'm actually being offered that, but I'm not leaving here until I get what I want. Or I'm not going to accept it unless it comes in the form that I want it to become in. I have to be the winner. I'm not going to walk away. I'm not going to be the one to walk away. Because and who's speaking there? Your ego pride, right? So I said, I'm not going to fight. I have no problem walking away. I kept it peaceful, and I walked away. There was grounds for a fight, absolutely. Something I worked for, I wasn't given, wasn't paid. I was treated disrespectfully. But there was no use for me in fighting. I wasn't going to fight. That didn't mean that I was weak. The lion comes forward, and sometimes the greatest strength is walking away. That's awesome for me to see all this because it all comes with Healer Heal Thyself. All right, at 35 minutes, we begin. We're going to start with Archangel Raphael because I'm holding Archangel Raphael cards in my hand. And we're going to start with the Golden Panther. So for those who chose the Golden Panther, oh, and I will say, as I began, for anyone who does need help in dream analysis, in long-distance Reiki healing, would like to have a private reading or get a ceremonial sage wand, Reiki charged sage wand, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. When you go to the website and choose what works for you, please contact me on my email address. I answer immediately and I will fit you in. I always fit in my private clients before my keen work, always. Doesn't mean I've shut down that site yet. I still am working there, but my clients have always come first, my private clients. So I will always fit you in right away, ASAP. If you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome to the page. Please like and share and subscribe so that you get, push the subscribe button so that you get notifications of the videos, and share so that other people can get the benefit of the messages that Spirit has to deliver. There's a donate button on my YouTube channel as well as on my website if you would like to donate to my work to keep this, to show your appreciation for all of my time and effort. I appreciate you. All right, that's it. So 36. So there's 9 and 9, which is 18, and 9, right? 9 and 9, 18. 1 and 8, 9. So get to work, light worker. You have all the tools that you need to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. There is no reason for procrastination. You are procrastinating out of fear, out of worry, out of lack of faith, out of doubt. Let's see what that is about. For those who chose the Golden Panther, that was really clear. Really clear. And this is exactly what I was saying. Easy does it. Okay. So here we see, whoop, this is Jesus. No, it's not. It's Archangel Raphael, but to me, I look at it and I say this is Jesus. So this is, when I look at this first, I see us. This can be a man or a woman, gently nurturing our inner child. Our inner child. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to baby ourselves. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me detach, retreat, and let go so that healing can occur. In every single area that I just spoke of. Detach from the friendship, detach from the health issue, detach from Lily's issue, detach from my twin soul. Help me detach so that I don't take anything personally and I can allow things to heal. That was death, transformation, and rebirth flying across right there. I had to show you because he looks so beautiful against the clouds. Easy does it in your workout regime. Easy does it with trying to figure out your solution to your finances. Easy does it in the relationship department. Easy does it in absolutely every area of your life. Take it easy. It doesn't have to be done yesterday. You don't have to have it all done in order to move forward. Remember? Sometimes we feel like everything has to be just so. I have to be perfectly healthy. I have to be financially in the perfect position. Everything has to be just so. No, it doesn't. You're asking too much. You're putting too much strain on relationships. You're putting too much strain on your heart. You're putting too much strain on your mind. I have to be able to handle this situation. All of these energies, I have to be able. No, you don't. Easy does it. Relax. If it's overwhelming, ask for help. Please, I need your help. I need your loving energy. I need you to baby me. Allow me to have more time so that I can take care of myself. Bring me to the right situations, people, persons, opportunities that will allow me to have what it is that I desire, that I require for a happy, peaceful life in an easy way. Right now, if you're upset, if you're worried, if you're stressed out, breathe. Deep breathing. Hold it. Slowly release anything toxic, anything in your body. Breathe in the fresh, clean. Release anything toxic. You've been pushing against the grain. You've been exhausting yourself. You've been expecting miracles in seconds. Spirit even needs to allow us to give them time to work things out. Stop worrying about things. Sometimes things resolve themselves on their own without us doing anything. Sometimes we just have to walk away. This is, again, a retreat, which is interesting because I went on a retreat, right? And then I said I need a retreat from my retreat. But then I got, again, you're going to go on a holiday. You need to go to the ocean. You need to go to the water. A retreat would be really good for you, a holiday. And I thought, wow, okay, I'm up for that. So it's talking again. Again, right now, this message is involving taking a retreat to a relaxing location, detaching from a situation until movement occurs. We got yesterday, there could be delays in things. Detach from it. That doesn't mean I walk away or I throw my hands up and I'm in defeat. I fell to my knees, right? I went to my knees. What did the Father say to the one that went out and was trying to plant their trees everywhere, and was having such a difficult time trying to do it on their own? And then they fell at their Father's feet and looked like a 5-year-old child. Significant change happening in your life, always for the better. Good idea to call upon Spirit for help with these changes. You're supposed to ask for help. And what did I see what the man did when he came back to the Father and I as we stood there? Now think about this. This male aspect that I'm watching is also my divine masculine energy, right? I'm an Aries. I've got a masculine energy. I'm a goer. I'm a doer. I can do self. Remember? I needed to realize that I had to come to Spirit, and I had to easy do it. Come to Spirit. And what happened? That male aspect of myself fell down at my Father's feet. And my Father picked me up, picked my twin up, picked me up, picked us both up, held us out like a newborn kitten. Like a newborn kitten, and said, don't you know all I ever wanted was for you to be happy? You're not in the right environment. You're in a toxic environment. You're pushing yourself too hard. You're asking perfection. You are a perfect specimen. I created you perfectly, but you are in a fallible human suit. You can't expect physical perfection. I don't. I know what you're capable of, but I also see that you're pushing too hard and expecting too much. So you need to practice. Practice loving yourself. Practice easygoing. I was told over and over again, massage. I started massaging Lily. When Lily climbed up on my tummy and I said, does Daddy need healing? Daddy did need healing. You know what Daddy needed healing? My daddy issues. My father's, plural, that left me. I've been left by the male father figures in my life. The men in my life. My twin left. My twin is the most important male figure in my life, other than myself. That was gutting. Think about that. I was gutted. Why do you think I have pain in my gut? I need to relax and massage that away. So I started working on Lily's stomach. Lily represents both my twin and I. When she wasn't eating, she's not eating now. She rolled over and allowed me to massage her stomach. I contacted my stepdaughter. She's a massage therapist. I haven't had her out here for a long, long time. Kendra, are you still doing in-home massage? Yes, I need you. Lymphatic massage. It'll be helpful for my physical, what's going on with my body physically. Your body physically shows you the emotional issue. It's not that you just have a physical issue. And to treat the physical issue is not getting rid of the problem. You need to look down deep beneath and understand, why is my twin soul prickly? Those beautiful seeds that he's filled with, those healing seeds inside, but he's got that prickly exterior. You can't get to him. So do I just stay away from that? He's too difficult. That person's a challenge. No, that person is protecting themselves for a reason. Why? Find out what that is. That vacuum that had all those attachments that somebody didn't know how to work, so they threw it away. Was there anything wrong with that vacuum? No. The person didn't know how to clean the attachments, didn't know how to clean the filter. Maybe I needed to learn how to clean my filter. Filter out certain things, right? Like, I'm not going to take it on. I'm not going to take on your issues. They're not my issues. Those are your issues. But because I'm so empathetic, I take on others' issues. That is something I teach others about. Look, you're overwhelmed, you're falling apart, you're crying, you're feeling all this energy. Your body's shutting down because you are not you're open. Your channel is way too open. You need to learn how to work your channel and shut it down and pull in tighter. You're not available to the entire world. You can't save the entire world. You can, and you need to heal yourself too. And when you get to the place where you're overwhelmed and your filter is clogged, you're not channeling out that. So what do we have to do? Easy does it. Retreat. Get a massage. Let go of a stressful situation or a relationship. You're in a relationship that's toxic. You saw it, Sherry. What do? I walk away. Did I fight it? Nope. Did I feel weak? Not at all. Did I feel like that person brought me to my knees? I tripped over that cord. That cord needed to be disconnected. That cord stopped working when I was up there. It was weakening, and it literally gave out. And then the other two, the two were taken. Somebody mistakenly took what was mine. So there were two cords, two relationships that I lost connection to. My daughter and my twin. That's mistaken. That is not something that should be taken from me. I'll get that back. And what ended up happening was, I said I need another cord. They were taken. My friend Fern that I met, right? I didn't go up there thinking that was who I was supposed to meet. I felt I was supposed to meet someone else, but this person wasn't listed as a spiritual healer. This person is a younger person. Excuse me. 3 times. I went up there to clear away what wasn't in my highest good. And I found out that sometimes things don't appear as they are. One was a spiritual person on the outside, but that wasn't truly what they were. This other one didn't appear to be a spiritual person to the outside world, didn't claim to be that, but is absolutely. That person, I'm mentoring that person, and that person is also mentoring me. Remember before we left, if you guys recall, Spirit said we were going to have a wise counselor come, and we would know when we saw the color green or when rain was coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're on the right path. Okay. And they said, choose that wise counselor wisely. You be wise as you choose that one and recognize that this is probably going to be a young person. It was Fern. I told him that. Remember, I kept saying I need to go to the trees and I need the ferns? I needed to connect with Fern for himself as well as myself. That person is a light. That person is 27 years old and absolutely a crystal child. So many reasons things happened. But I was to let go of a stressful relationship, and I did. I fell. I tripped over that cord that needed to be cut. Fern gave me a new cord. He gave me a cord that was triple the length. So all 3 of those cords, 2 that went missing and the one that was broken, were replaced by that one cord. 3 times the length. I can literally sit in my bed and be plugged in energetically and do into the power source and do my readings without losing battery. I can be driving in my car and sitting at a light, and all of a sudden the osprey drives and I can lift my phone up without having to disconnect from that cord. I can sit right here, right now. Remember before, I've had a difficult time because my cord's too short. I'm not going to be able to charge the phone. Well, I can now, because look how far I can go. I can walk around. Look how long this cord is. So one cord replaced all 3. Everything happens for a reason, right? That one cord replaced 3 that weren't working for me. My twin and I are not working right now. My daughter and I are not working right now, and the other one needed to be severed. The one right now that is in my highest good is my connection to Fern, for his benefit as well as mine. So these are all the things that come up. I'm giving me as an example, of course, because you're supposed to figure out how this works in your life. It also talks about sobriety, an issue of you need to go to AA. No, you can't do this on your own. It's not working. You need a support system. You need the support of people that are like an AA advisor. You need to not be around people that are drinking alcohol. No, you shouldn't be able to handle it because you are not strong enough yet. It's an issue. You have an issue. You drink too much. It's not okay. It's not okay. And being around people that encourage that or say, just have a drink socially. No. And is this pot? Is this drugs, from pharmaceutical drugs? Is it, you're using Western medicine to heal an issue that it has an emotional base, you need to pull up what you don't want to look at, face it, and deal with it so that you eradicate it. It's just a mask for you to take alcohol or smoke pot or take pharmaceutical drugs. You're not getting to the root of the problem. You got to figure out what the problem is, and Spirit's showing you pretty clearly. So sobriety is a message. Also, whatever you say about anyone or anything, you're saying to your own body, and that's what your body is hearing. So start saying nice things to your body. Be nice to your body. I am worth it. I am the Queen of Earth. I'm kind to my body. I deserve the best. I deserve healthy, loving, supportive relationships. I am not selfish in asking for that, in taking that, and expecting that. I will disconnect from and detach from ones who are toxic for my environment. I won't feel guilty about that. I will put myself first. I deserve that. All right, now we go to the Black Panther. At 50 minutes and 59 seconds, we're going to work with, what is this? Fairy Tarot. Go Black Panther. Four of Winter. Very interesting. My twin and I both, right? Same message in a different way. Four of Winter is like resting. It's like the Four of Swords. Winter is ice cold emotion, right? Four of Swords. Set aside your concerns for now and you can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation. The need for more sleep or a vacation. Didn't we just get that? You need a retreat. You're trying to fix something that's not able to be fixed right now. You need to protect yourself. This is a blanket of protection, just like those clouds, right? Those puffy clouds, they're a blanket of protection right now from the burning heat of the sun. Now, what is the burning heat of the sun? Who or what situation represents the sun beating down on you? Would that be a Leo energy? It's a fire energy, but generally the sun represents the Leo, right? Would that be a Leo in your life? That's just a question. Is it the divine masculine within yourself? Are you beating yourself up? Are you expecting too much? Are you saying mean things to yourself? You're being told to take it easy. These clouds, like a blanket of snow, are not meant for you to freeze your emotions. They're meant to be a snuggly covering, like this. This is a soft, gentle covering. That's what the clouds do. The beating sun is now cooled down because of that cloud coverage. When the clouds blow away, it gets hot again here. This is very soft and gentle. Puffy clouds. This isn't hurtful, angry energy right now. There's beautiful blue sky. But it's a time to get a little bit softer, more gentle. Gentle foods, warm foods, loving thoughts, loving words, loving relationships. Stop pressing. Don't be so hard on yourself. This is a beautiful place to be. Where I was, where the pine cones are and the fir trees. Flower essences, herbal teas, scents. You need pine scent. That would be helpful. That's very calming. Pine scent. Fir also. Balsam fir. You think of the balsam of Gilead. It's a gentle, loving. It was very precious. You are precious. Treat yourself that way. You need a break. You're working so hard. You're beating the shit out of yourself. All four corners on the ground in a positive way is celebration. But this is too much. You need to rest. You need to allow yourself a vacation. You've been working too hard. Healer, heal thyself. This is how you do it. I kept getting that message. This is how you do it. Spirit's going to show you how you do it. Also, meditation means quiet. Stop thinking. Stop talking. Online work for me right now, that's why I want the private readings. That's where it's quiet for me. It's not badgering. It's not nasty, upset, angry callers calling in. It's, look, I'm really in this place right now. I'm very much seeking Spirit's guidance. That's a gentle, beautiful way for me to work. It's healthy for me and healthy for you, right? That's a blanket of protection for myself. And you get the protection as well. I'm looking at the little wishes all around. They're like little snowflakes. It makes me think of you and me and how we're so special and unique. Every one of us is different. We require a soft touch in certain areas. Some people, they're tougher. You're not. You're a super sensitive. Maybe other people can handle being spoken to that way or can handle that environment. It's grown too toxic for you. Maybe this has been your work. Maybe you've been a cop. Maybe you've been in the military. Maybe you're a CEO of a corporation. I don't know. But you've had a lot of energy that's been coming at you. You've done it your whole life. You've been great at it. But you know what? You've awakened and things are shifting for you. It's not working for you anymore. You're very unique. You need to realize something specialized for you. Whatever challenge is going on that you're looking at right now, you need to stop thinking about it. You need to detach. You're tripping over it. There's a cord wrapped around you. It's not working. If there's a situation that's been building and building and building, how can you diffuse it? Like I did. I tripped over that. I literally needed Spirit to trip me over that so I could see it. I was given the messages. There's going to be a fight. No, there's not. I'm not going to fight. I chose to concede. I chose to walk away. You need to release your pride and recognize that you're being wise. Wisdom is walking away from a situation that's bad for you, that's toxic for you. Diffuse a troubling situation. If you've got energy that's building up, you have to have it release in some way. How can you release it in a productive way? Clear up emotions that are inside that need to be expressed. The color is blue. This is truthful speaking. You need to have a healthy sleep. It's critical. It is for me. I took a little bit of that cannabis oil and I slept so well. It relaxed my body. It slowed me down. It was good for me. It was healing. I didn't smoke the pot. I took the oil in. Just like I said, I have the tea that I can brew and I will drink that. You can chew on a cannabis leaf. There's alternative ways to using medicine. That's when it's medicine of the earth. This is medicine of the earth. Look at her nestled in Mother Earth, right? Also, imagine this as the people in your life. Where do you feel nurtured, loved? Like Mother Nature putting her arms around you. You've got friends that make you feel that way. Friends where you feel comfortable and relaxed, where you don't have to be anything other than who you are. Feels good to be in that presence, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel good to... I'm going to see my friend Julie for lunch sometime soon. When I hug Julie, it's love. It's real love. I need a hug. I don't hug people when I live in this tower. My landlord and I don't have that kind of a relationship. I hugged my spiritual friends. I hugged Fern. I hugged my new friends that I met. I don't have that here. I'll pick up Lily and I'll hug her. I'll pick up Liger. That's what I did yesterday. I picked Liger up, who represents me and my twin, and I rocked him and I sang. I rocked him and I sang. My arms are open. I can't uncry your tears. I can't take back the pain, but my arms are open. And I rocked him and he let me hold him. It was healing for him and for me and for my twin. So right now, recognize that when you sleep and you rest and you allow yourself this easy energy, you become more productive in the hours that you are working. And you're more optimistic about things because you know that you're doing what's in your highest good. Show your body that you love it. Tell your body that you love it. Actions speak louder than words. Show your body that you love it. What are ways that you can de-stress in a natural, calm, relaxing way? You need to recuperate. Your body needs to recuperate. Your body needs love. It doesn't mean you have to isolate. It means you isolate yourself away from toxic energy. It means you are... My friend wrote and said, you know, my son it's just toxic. It reached the point where there was no getting through to them. They were combative. They only felt that they were right. They were aggressive. Their energy was against me. And finally I stood up and I stood my ground and I said, I threw them out of my house. It was so stressful. And I said, and then I cried, which was great. Released the energy. It was a family member. It was a family member. It was this person's own child. It's difficult. It was a ruptured relationship. It was painful, but it was necessary. Boundaries needed to be defined. And I said, now consider, well, now that person's never going to come back. They're so proud they won't say they're sorry. You know what? It's meant to happen right now. It doesn't feel good, but it's meant to happen. The energy was toxic for you. It was not conducive to a positive, active, forward-moving life for you or for that person. Right now, they are toxic for you. And it's toxic. It's not going anywhere. You had to, sometimes you walk away, sometimes you throw someone out of your life. Consider it now a retreat. You're on a retreat from that toxic energy. Doesn't mean you don't love them. It means right now you're toxic for me, and I'm going to love myself. The pine cone symbolizes spiritual illumination. You think of the pineal gland, your third eye. I have pine cones all over my house. They're on my refrigerator. I've got them on my mantles. Everywhere. I make a beautiful, this is what I use for meditation. This is Merlin the Magician's avian crystal cone. This is a pine cone resembling your pineal gland, your third eye. All of these crystals, every single one of these crystals has a healing property. Every one of them has been Reiki charged. Every one of these feathers has been gifted to me by the avian messengers themselves. I've got blue jay, I've got owl, I've got red hawk, I've got dove, I've got crane, I've got, what's the last one? Canadian goose. Every one of those messengers has a healing message. When I go to meditate, I sit in front of this, my hands on it. What crystal does my eye take me to? Which avian messenger stands out for me at that time? That's my message. I make these. They're beautiful. They're incredible. Now, somebody may look at that and go, what the hell is that? What a weird looking thing. That's what somebody that wasn't a spiritual person said when they saw it. Somebody who's awake and aware would understand, oh my gosh, this is incredibly valuable. This is incredibly valuable. Every one of those crystals are valuable. The healing Reiki energy is valuable. The avian messengers, and the fact that they were brought, every one of the feathers that I use are feathers that Spirit has left for me. So if you would like help with a meditational tool, Merlin's avian crystal cone, I make those. I make them specifically for you. Healing. You can find those on my website. But that's what I would use. I keep knocking that fan. I'm knocking that fan out of my way. I think that's funny. And that's also another message right then. I'm knocking that fan out of my way. We don't want fans. And when people realize who we actually truly are, and that we're not here for a sexual relationship, or we're not here for what you're trying to get out of me, I'm not going to be used in that way. I expect to be treated with respect, and I demand my own worth. We're going to have those kind of people fall away from our life. And that sometimes feels bad. They could be friends. They could be family. We are knocking them out of our way purposely. I worked with a person. I did a reading for a person, and the message was that marriage was ending. Their marriage had ended 10 years before. They had opened their marriage. They weren't happy. But it had to be done. It had to be disconnected. It wasn't in their highest good any longer. Their soul contract was up. And I said, do you realize why that person is not with you? Why that person is, you keep asking for your partner to be there, and there's one excuse after another. It's because you don't want them. And the person that was there with us said, oh, so they're sending out the wrong message. They're making them feel unwanted. And I said, no, you don't understand. You don't want them. Your higher self knows that. But your physical body, your ego mind hadn't caught up to that yet. And all of a sudden it struck the person, and there was absolute tears and, oh my God, realization. I don't want this. That's why it hasn't happened. I don't want this. I'm knocking it out of my way. But sometimes that's difficult and it's painful. So this could be a realization for you. This isn't working because you don't want it. Because your higher self knows it's not in your highest good. You're kicking that out of your way. Sometimes that causes pain. You have to be gentle on yourself, but you have to accept it. This is falling away naturally. I'm not going to have to worry about these fans, about someone who actually truly doesn't love me, being in a relationship with this person. They were only there for sex. They were only there for attention. They were only there for money. They were only there for what they could get. They were a fan. They weren't a true friend. I'm knocking that out of my own way. All right, for those who chose, who did we work with, you guys? Let me look again. So we did the gold panther. Oh, we did the lions, didn't we? We did the gold panther, the black panther, the wooden lion. Why can't I remember? I get so caught in my messages. I'm so deep into channeling my messages that I should write these down on a piece of paper. I think that's what I'll do. Well, I'm going to go to the wooden lion right now because I said them. Okay, so, oh, the coyote, the trickster. See, now that's how I can know, because I know who we are. We're the panther. And the trickster, the coyote, and the lion, the wooden lion. Wooden would be unfeeling, not real, fake. Right? Wood, think about that. That lion is not realistic. That's a wooden lion. It's like a wooden boy, right? They aren't real. Okay, so the coyote. For whoever chose the coyote, we go to the Shapeshifter deck. We're at 1 hour and 6 minutes. For whoever chose the coyote. The coyote is, I think, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, right? The Wile E. Coyote is always trying to trick the Roadrunner. Wile E. Coyote is always trying to hurt the Roadrunner, but the Roadrunner always outsmarts the coyote, and the coyote ends up falling on their face or having the rock fall on top of them. They don't stop, right? They don't stop trying to go after you, but you outrun them. Now, do you turn around and send back to them what they're trying to do? Think about the coyote and the Roadrunner. Does the Roadrunner then turn around and start figuring out ways how to blow up the coyote and hurt the coyote? No. He outruns them. He outsmarts them. Does that mean he's weak? No. He laughs as he runs off. See ya, I got places to go, people to see, things to do. I don't need a trickster in my life, right? So at 1 hour and 7 minutes, Fiona and the unicorn. The gift of sacred sight. So you see these two, they're a team. Did you hear that? That's confirmation. This beautiful unicorn and this unicorn girl, they're a team. They have the gift of sacred sight. 9, 10, 11, 2 and 9, 11. They're a pair. I always think of a pair when I see 11. That's what it is. Also, I think about keeping your thoughts positive, focused on the light. Now, that unicorn is looking to her. She's holding those roses up to her chest. Roses keep coming up to her heart. She's wearing a dress that's blue, the truth, authentic, true self. It's covered in little pink hearts. Love. She's holding up pink roses. So she's truthful and loving to herself and to others. She speaks her truth in a loving way. What could love say? What would love do? I also love myself. I'm holding those roses to my chest. These are wild roses. Authentic, true nature. This one has horns. This one is a unicorn, but this one, I'm looking at myself with the ram horns, little baby horns, right? But they're light. Look at them. Their hair is illuminated, both of them. Their crowns are illuminated in light. They shine. Together they shine. They blend in together. Makes me think of my twin and I, my spiritual twin and I. There we go. Confirmation again. They blend in together to the place where they almost look like one. So, unicorns, they are righteous, they are good, they are magic. They help you see the light. They help you see what is truthful and pure. Their horns are I'm looking at moonstone horns and rainbow. I'm thinking of rainbow hematite. That's a protective. And rainbow hematite, it's made of titanium with rainbow quartz mixed in. It cuts, it's so freaking strong. That's what I use as my shield, is the rainbow titanium around the outside. It can get through anything. So this unicorn has this beautiful horn, this rainbow, promise of good things after a storm. They can cut through glass, a unicorn horn, right in the middle of their third eye. So right now you're getting a lot of messages coming to you. I get a lot of messages, but I'm not feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling really good. That's why these readings are going on long. I feel really good as I do this, right? It's healing for me. I'm getting a lot of messages. I'm actually getting way more messages than I'm sharing because I don't have the time right now. If you want more, you'll get that in a private reading. Right now, you may be getting insights on things, clues that are, and it might be upsetting to you. You might be getting flashes of information right now as I speak. Epiphanies might be coming, and they may be disturbing. Sometimes, as I said, the information that we get, we need to hear it, but it's hard to hear. Sometimes when you wake up in the morning and you kind of lay there with your eyes closed, you'll get a flash of something. You'll see something. I do that. I remote view things. Or maybe you'll just have a thought run through, or you'll hear something. Don't be afraid of that. Those are gifts for you. You might be able to see the colors, see the rainbow colors. You might see auras around people. You might be closing your eyes and seeing different colors. What colors are you seeing? Colors have spiritual meanings. What colors are you choosing to wear? I chose earth colors today. I chose copper. Copper is very, very healing to the body. It's of the earth. I chose earthy, warm, natural, mothering, nurturing, healing, grounded energy, right? What colors are you choosing? She's also magical. The fact that they're both grounded, her hands are on the ground, she's holding the earth close to her, the flowers close to her. They're wearing crystals in their hair. So they will teach you the healing power of certain crystals. As I said, when I use my meditation tool, when I go to do that today, which crystals will I be drawn to? Which crystals are healing for me at this time? I know I need a turquoise. I kept saying I need my turquoise. So Spirit provided it for me. It's a beautiful turquoise bracelet for $12. I kept saying I need my crystal. I need my turquoise. I also kept going to aventurine. Over and over and over I kept picking aventurine. And then I chose a pendulum. I said, what is this? And the person said it was something else. I said, I think this is green aventurine. And it is. I needed this crystal. It was important for my healing. So for you, you will be led to the crystals that you need. Maybe you're going to start seeing things like I see. You know, I read pictures in the clouds. I read pictures on the sand. I read pictures in the walls. I'll sit here. I used to do this as a little child. I do it all the time. I've done it since I was a kid. And I will find pictures in the walls. Right? I'll see faces. I'll see certain animals. Right there I see a little duckling. See him? He's got his head turned facing us. There's his eyes. There's his little beak. There's his little body. That's a little duckling. And now I see him looking out. There's his eye. He's looking out now. It's a duckling. Rubber ducky. So I'm thinking right now, essential oil baths would be very helpful for my body. Healing, warm. Also for those who are trying to relieve themselves from toxic energy. Sea salt baths. Any type of Epsom salt or sea salt in your bath will withdraw any toxic energy from you. Also help heal any pollutants that are in your body. That's what it's for. It's also very relaxing. Put essential oil. What essential oils? Rose oil. Drop rose oil. Geranium oil. I'm looking at the different kind of flowers that this could represent. Whatever flower comes to your mind, what do you think of when you see this dress? What flower does that look like to you? That essential oil is important for you right now. When we get downloads from Spirit, our sleep is disrupted. That happens to me. I have found myself not able to sleep for 3, 4, 5 nights in a row. I'm getting downloaded, and for some reason, I need to be awake when I get downloads. That's what happens when I go to Sedona, and after that, I'm going to need a retreat, right? So it's good that it happens when I'm in a place like that. It happened when I was up in Santa Cruz. That's why I need a retreat from my retreat. I had massive downloads when I got into the trees. I was up till 4:30, 5:30, 6:30 in the morning, night after night after night. And I said, oh my God, I went away to rest, and now I need a retreat from a retreat. But I always know that. I always know that. Downloads. So you may have that happen. Prepare for that. Understand that. And then give yourself the gentle care that you need, because you know that that's happening. Don't freak out and wonder why it's happening. You're being downloaded. Sometimes you feel like it's too much. I can't make sense of this. It's driving me crazy, right, Sandy? It's coming too quickly. Ask Spirit to slow it down. When you don't understand, let go. I drove myself insane for 4 years trying to figure things out until I realized, oh my God, I don't know it right now, and I'm not going to have to kill myself to understand it. When I meant to understand it, I will literally trip over a cord and be brought right to my knees so that I understand. What did that little boy do? He fell at his father's knees and said, Father, pick me up, hold me. He didn't say that, but that's what happened. He fell. He thought he'd be in trouble. He thought he wouldn't be accepted. Remember, my twin was being channeled. Didn't think I'd be accepted for who I was, for what I did, as I was. I didn't feel I would be accepted for who I am, as I am. I felt like I had to be better. I was killing myself trying to get rock-hard abs. My rock-hard abs weren't there. I was working too hard. I could have gotten those abs just climbing trees and going for my hikes and walks, but I wasn't giving myself the time to do that. I was sitting at a computer, which sitting at a computer for months and months and months on end is what causes hernias to happen. I had to literally trip over a freaking cord to understand what's going on, but Spirit will make sure that we understand, so you don't have to kill yourself to figure it out. You will be shown again and again what you need to do, but you ignore it. Spirit can bring us to a place and tell us what we need. It's up to us if we're going to listen. Spirit can bring the perfect relationship to you, land it in your lap. I am holding myself out to you. I am offering my chalice, but you know what? Nope. I'm not getting it in the way that I expect it to happen. It needs to come in a different package, or I'm not going to go to you. You need to come to me. I'm not going to bow down to you. Wow. I'll look weak. Everyone's going to think that I gave in. Everyone's going to, you know what I mean? You're all worried about what everyone else thinks. You're worried about your ego pride. You think it needs to come in a different package. You're not going to leave what you have in front of you because, well, I will. I don't want that, but it has to be in my way. No, it doesn't. That's what Spirit was trying to tell us yesterday. It has to be in Spirit's way, in your higher self's way. So while your third eye is working, work with crystals. Your third eye is opening. You think you've already awakened? No, you haven't. Things aren't going right in your life because you're needing to see what you're not looking at. I have this. We are constantly reawakening. That's why we got the number 10. Something else has ended, and now something else is beginning. What happens then? We become a newborn kitten again. Over and over and over again in our lives, we will start over again and again and again. There was a little boy that fell at his father's feet. It wasn't a man. That man was out there trying to do everything all on his own. It was a 5-year-old child that fell at the feet of his father and allowed his father to lift him and pick him up and help him and assist him. How is he assisting him? I was standing there, right next to the father. Maybe I'm supposed to assist you. Maybe you don't have to be the big badass guy that has all the answers. Maybe you're supposed to humble yourself enough to allow a woman to help you. Or maybe you're supposed to allow yourself to listen. Maybe you think you have all the answers. What was I told before I went on my trip? We were all told the same thing. When you see the color green and talk of rain and a frog, you'll know that your teacher, your wise counselor, has arisen. Fern said to me, he saw this frog. He pointed it out. Rain was coming. There was green all around me. They said, choose your counselor wisely. I did. I chose him. I knew. I told him, you are my counselor. I listen to younger people. I'm not above that. Sometimes you have to listen to someone that's younger than you. Sometimes you have to listen to someone who is a different, like a man has to listen to a woman. Have you been raised in a society where it's the be-all, end-all is landing on the man? Maybe you are, remember that very, very prominent author and spiritual teacher with all the books and that came to me for a reading, and he got smacked by Spirit, and he yelled at me and screamed at me and was abusive to me, and basically it was Spirit using me like Moses to speak to Pharaoh. He chose me. I was just learning. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And it didn't matter. The message came through me. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Listen to the message that's coming. You may have a message come to you by someone you don't like. A message may come that you don't like. I was asked to do a reading. I gave them the message. They didn't like it. They became toxic. That cord was broken. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't come to me if you don't want a real, truthful answer. I'm meant to give the tough messages, and if you're awake, you'll be able to hear them. If you're not, they'll go through, they'll be wasted, and it'll go away. But Spirit will keep bringing you the message until you waken up. So I've been awakened. I've had my third eye, my pineal gland. I have had my awakening. No, you have not had your awakening. You are awakening. We are all continuing to awaken. We will not be fully awakened until we get back into Spirit. And as soon as we recognize that, the smarter we'll be. Right now I'm looking at 4. I don't know if you guys can see them. Vultures. Death, rebirth, transformation. 4, the angels are all around you. You are completely guided, protected, and loved. There's no reason for fear. Open up your third eye. Allow your third eye to open. And while this is happening, it's best to be working with crystals. It's best to be working with soil. It's best to be working with plants, natural plants. Allow things to be natural. Allow things to feel good, to come to you in a way that's pleasurable. You want to experience what Spirit's bringing you in a positive way. It's what you think, right? Oh my gosh, I'm crying. I don't understand why are these songs coming? It happened when I was with Fern. As soon as I saw the magician, Harlan, when he was juggling, oh my God, all the messages started flooding, and I got overwhelmed, and he said, you need to relax. And I said, you're right. God, he reminded me so much of my twin when he spoke to me. Okay, you need to relax. You need to calm down. You're acting a little crazy. You're right. You're right. You're right. Take a deep breath. And I said to Spirit, you know what? Slow it down. It's coming too fast. I see the messages. You're throwing them at me so fast, I can't possibly comprehend what you're trying to show me at this time. So let me just file them away. Bring them to me slowly, one at a time. I'll remember what you show me. You'll help me remember. You'll show me the crystals I need to use to help me remember. You'll help me sleep so that I am able to remember. You'll bring them to me in my dreams. As I closed my eyes after I woke up this morning, I heard yarrow and milk thistle. Thank you. I saw thistle my entire trip. I know I need yarrow and milk thistle. I also know that that represents both my twin and I. We both need it. So, twin, you know who you are. You need milk thistle and saw palmetto and yarrow. Stay hydrated. I just thought right now I'm thirsty all of a sudden. So stay hydrated. I'm not drinking enough water. I know that. So now I'm going to have all kinds of fun ways. I said to my landlord yesterday, gosh, I looked at grape juice and I looked at pomegranate juice and I looked at all the other juices and 30 carbs in one serving. That's outrageous. I said I'd like to make my water taste good, taste different. What can I put in my water? Grated ginger. I need it anyway, and it tastes fantastic. Licorice root. I can have it cold or I can have it warm. Both ways it's delicious, but I need to drink more. So sometimes it's hard to just drink water, gallons and gallons of water. You should wake up in the morning and drink a lot of water on an empty stomach. It's good for your intestines, it's good for weight loss, it's good for your cleansing and detoxifying. You got to get rid of all the stuff that you've been holding the night before. Release it, pee it out of you, right? I need to drink more. You need to drink more because it's coming up. There's snow on those mountains. Let that melt. Let that cold emotion melt. Drink that water that Spirit's bringing down. Right now, keep a record of what you see. I write everything down. Everything that comes to me, I either send myself a message, a voice message, or I text it to myself. My dreams folder is filled with messages. I go back through when I go back through. Sometimes Spirit says, go back. Go back. What does that mean, go back? Go back. It means go back. It means go back and look at what you have written down. What do you have to look at? It'll pop out. Flag those messages that you write down. And if you send it to yourself in your email, put a flag on it. You can find it. Things that I send, posts that I make on my Facebook channel now, I save that video. I save that message so that I can find that easily. And why did I save that? I'll go back and see. There's reasons why. You might be inspired to paint right now. You might be inspired to draw right now. As I said to Sandy, she was going through stuff. She had all this stuff, and I said, start painting. I can't. I'm overwhelmed. Yes, you can. Go outside. Release it. Now, while you're sitting there, pick up your pen and your pencils and start to draw what comes naturally to you. Just allow it to flow. Express yourself in writing. Write a song, send somebody a message, express yourself, get those emotions out. You're not losing your mind. You have gifts. You're being given gifts. Understand that. For those who chose the wooden lion, we were going to the wooden lion, but we remembered that the trickster was tripping me. Okay, sometimes the trickster is ourself. The coyote also says, laugh at your own mistakes, laugh at your own self. The sooner that you learn to laugh at yourself, the better. Now, I could have stopped that reading because, oh my God, I completely tripped and fell on my knees. Phone went flying. Why would I stop that? That was important. That happened for a reason. I'm not embarrassed. I was being given a message and you guys got the benefit of that. I didn't hurt myself. I'm cool, right? I think I have a little bit of a bruise on the top of my right or my left knee, but I've got arnica. I'll put it on there. So for the last messenger, I'm asking Spirit right now. I guess it is. They've already shown us. It's the animal messages. Okay, this is very simple. Sometimes Spirit says, keep it simple, stupid, right? Don't overanalyze. Stop thinking about it. It is what it is. Sometimes it just is what it is. So at 1 hour and 26 minutes and 6 seconds, the wooden lion, new edition. I am ready for a new animal companion. I will help you choose and welcome the new addition to our family. Let's go to the animal shelter together. What an awesome message. Now, if I was doing this in a love reading, this person that you are thinking of is ready for a new addition. You are ready for a new addition. I am. I'm ready for a companion. I'm ready for a new companion. Rabbits talk about fertility. They talk about a giant leap forward. They talk about sexual energy. They talk about prolific. Maybe you're ready for a new partner to your business. These two are facing in the same direction, and there are two of a kind. They're grounded. They're outside in nature. The sun is shining on them. The sun is shining more on this one than on this one. This one that's out in the lead, but this one's following that one. This is a smaller one. This is a female. This is a male. The light's shining on her. Follow her. Follow the light. Follow your true north. Maybe that's what they're telling you. Who is your true north? Where does the light lead you? If you were to stay on your spiritually illuminated path and go to where there is love, kindness, support, encouragement, happiness, joy, connection, energetic vibration, where do you jive? Where do you feel like you're with one of your own? That's where you would go. You would go towards that. You wouldn't run and turn around this way. Is this one afraid of that one? No, because you're like me. Is this one ashamed to be who they are? Is this one afraid to have the light shining on them? No. I shine my light. Shine your light and bring me and Lily home. Well, there's the light shining, so follow it. This is love and healing. The color of green. This is the color of an emerald. This is the color of a new leaf. This is a new beginning. This is health. This is new growth. Someone is ready for a new addition to their life. Your little pet. You may be someone who has lost a pet. It's hurt you. But now I'm ready for a new animal companion. Maybe one lost the other. Maybe someone's partner died and they've gone through a healing process. Maybe they've gone through a breakup and it was a healing process, but now they're ready for a new companion in their life. Maybe there's been a break in a family or a friendship. It hurt me really badly. I needed some time to heal, but I have now healed and I'm ready for a new friend. I'm ready for a new addition to my life. Maybe someone's going to have a baby. There's a new project being birthed into your life. I'm ready for, Spirit said, opportunities coming. The osprey showed up and said, stay on the vigilant. There are opportunities in front of you. Take a leap. Take a leap. Go after it when they appear, when they present themselves. Here's someone offering, I'm ready. Let's go together. Let's move together. Let's go to the animal shelter together. How fun is that? That is super fun. There was a dog that went across my Facebook page, and I'm a cat person. I have always been a cat person, but I've had dogs. I love my dog, Benji. I talked about my first dog, Benji. The day that I was allowed to go choose him, oh my gosh. Do you know when I went to that dog kennel with my parents, I picked the ugliest, dirtiest, mangiest dog. I wanted to take it home and love it, but my parents wouldn't let me. My mom saw Benji. Was beautiful. Was very, very scared. Was sitting in the corner, not making a sound, but the eyes drew her. He was beautiful. He was half Shetland sheepdog and half Cocker Spaniel. He represents my twin and I. I know that. Shetland sheepdog, that's a working dog. That's a dog that wants to herd, that wants to take the lead. They're happiest when they're working. They have a difficult time when they're not. Sometimes they work too much. They know they're beautiful. They have a great sense of humor, and they're very intelligent. And the Cocker Spanish girl, that's me. That's what I used to call her. Remember in Lady and the Tramp, the Cocker Spanish girl? With the big eyes, with the long hair? That's what Benji was. Bia Sabia, my best friend. Bia Sabia, a blend of those characteristics. The Cocker Spaniel, it's a little dog, it's a beautiful dog, it's a feisty dog, it's a strong dog. They both know they're beautiful, they both know their worth. They're working animals. Think about your animal that you choose. But I saw this dog come across my page, and it was a black and white dog. It was a pit bull, and his name was Finn. And they said Finn is still looking for a home. He's got lots of energy. He needs property. And I said, if I had the property, I would go get him. I would adopt him. He's in the Sedona shelter. Finn. Huckleberry Finn. That's what I call my twin. Finn. Huckleberry Finn. That's what I call my twin. My first Huckleberry Finn was my twin, my cousin Garth. He was the green man. He is the green man of the forest. Isn't that interesting? 4 years older than me. And he was my favorite cousin. Tall, black hair, blue eyes. Like my twin. That was my first Huckleberry Finn. I was always intimidated by him when I was young. He was so smart. He was so into nature. So understood herbs and the healing elements of plants. Just like my twin. I was showing him that long ago. And I said, obviously I asked for that. And my mother was the one that was going to lead me in that direction. Remember the picture that I have in my bathroom called Mermaids? And you look at that Cocker Spanish girl and the twin mermaid that's holding her with the lips that are pursed up just like my twin with the blue eyes. I've never been attracted to people with blue eyes. I have blue eyes. I've always liked dark eyes. I'm ready for an addition to my life. Now, maybe he's not. I just heard yes he is. Let's ask if he is. Because maybe he doesn't realize it. Let's watch. This is fun. Show me a yes. First of all, clear my energy, please. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Please clear my energy. Thank you. Show me a yes, please. Oh, that's big. Stop, please. Show me a no, please. See, my pendulum and I have been bonding. And the more my pendulum bonds with me, the more... Because crystals are alive. Did you know that? Energetically, we're connecting. And look how well she's working with me. Aventurine. Look at the color. Love. Healing. All right. Thank you. And I'm ready for this answer. This will help me with what I choose to do with my life right now. Is my spiritual twin ready for a new companion in his life? Is he ready for me to be in his life? Clearing, clearing, clearing. Sometimes, and going around clockwise means I'm not certain, yes, but maybe not yet. Not certain means, actually, I'm sorry, means side to, like, counterclockwise would be no, right? So this is, I'm not quite ready. Yes, I'm not quite ready. So it also means you're clearing. So is my twin ready for me? Is he ready to come home? Is he ready for us to be together? Right now, is he ready? Stop, please. Thank you. Is he consciously aware that he is ready? He knows he wants it, but he's overanalyzing. Is he overanalyzing? Oh. He knows he's aware. So is his decision being affected by outside circumstances, by other people? No. The block for him moving forward, is this in his own mind? Show me a yes or a no, please. It's in his own mind. Is there a block between my twin and I at this moment? Do we have a block? Is there a block stopping us from coming together? Whoa, look at that. Counterclockwise. There is a block. Something is counterproductive. Is me asking this publicly counterproductive to us coming together? No. Is it healing and helpful for me to speak truthfully regarding this publicly? Does this help my twin? Does this help my twin to see me be strong and publicly acknowledge my thoughts and feelings? Wow, look at that. I mean, I know that, or otherwise I wouldn't do it, but look how loud that is. Because you know why, you guys? It's always right to love someone. A true friend never goes away. It's always right to love someone. It can't hurt to speak your truth when it comes from a place of love. So I will say, I am ready for my twin. I am ready for an addition to my family. I would love to go pick up Finn and make him part of our family. And does Finn represent... Okay, let me ask another question. This is fun. Clear, please. Thank you for all of that. I love you, by the way. I love you. This is an extension of my own arm. When I say I'm ready to go pick up, and I want to pick up Finn and make him part of my family, does that represent that dog in the shelter? Does that black and white dog with so much energy that's in that shelter looking for a perfect home represent my beautiful twin, my Huckleberry Finn? Show me large, loud, large, and in charge, if that's the truth. Thank you. Correct for neutrality on all levels clear. Does my twin need me to pick him up? How interesting. So I'm going to leave it for Spirit to tell me how I'm supposed to pick him up. Maybe I'm supposed to be picking him up energetically. Maybe I'm supposed to be picking him up physically. Clear, please? Does he need to be picked up physically? Really? Okay. That could be emotionally. Is that emotional? Do you mean emotionally? An emotional pickup? Like a shot in the arm? Is he... But will he come to me? I just pick him up energetically. See, now what we do is we pick each other up vibrationally. We pick each other. So if you're in a relationship, this is all for everybody. If you are connected to somebody, relationship, partner, friend, family, lover, business partner, whatever it is, you are connected to them. You work with them energetically. You don't have to be in their physical presence to pick them up energetically, to lift things to a higher vibration. You are connected. You're always connected. You vibrationally can affect the situation in a positive way. So how do I pick up my twin? All of this is about love, healing, growth, and grounded. Grounded, right? I do this for me. I follow my light. He will automatically follow after me. He's following the light. He's my twin. We're two of a kind. I stay grounded. I stay rooted. I'm out in nature. As I say that, a breeze just blows through here. I do whatever I need to do for my highest self to keep myself whole, happy, and healthy. That is how I affect the vibrational frequency and the flow between me and my twin. You and your partner. You and your friend. You and your loved one. That's how it works. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up. 1 hour and 42 minutes. We're to wrap. I love you.